Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but
Good. You got to say it like that.
I
Boo.
know. Okay, let's try it. I ain't trying to be funny, but boo. With Keita and Kim. What up, Kim?
Yes. Hey, what's going on?
Now I see you all tan over there now.
Girl, I've been out there on that beach, turning all types of colors. And I'm feeling every inch of it.
You need a higher SPF or something, SPF 3000.
I should have gotten some aloe vera while I was out today, so I can put it on there, some aloe vera gel, but I did not do it because I wanted to get back and take a nap, which I did not do.
You look good though. Your color is you're looking all almondy.
Thank you, darling. I try.
All right. So for this week's episode, we're gonna do P Valley first.
All right.
Then Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're going to finish up with Love and Marriage DC.
Right.
So starting out with P Valley, we have a special guest, another viewer named Robyn, who's a fan of the show and would love to share her opinion on it with us. So let's get Robyn in here.
Okay, bring her on in. Let's see what she got to say. Let's see if our perspectives match.
Right. Let's get Robyn in here.
All right. Let's see what she has to say. Hey.
What up, Robyn?
Hey.
What's going on?
Shoot, trying to see what's going on in Chucalissa. That's what's going on.
You ready to go down to the valley
where the girls get naked?
Exactly. Well, we about to get down in the valley right now. All right. My first question. Why Jocelyn? Why?
Why not? We
Why, Jose?
know about strippers. Why not?
Well,
you know, I didn't watch Love and
that's what I was getting ready to say. The thing that I found interesting is that Jocelyn, and whom I call Jose, and Jessica Dime don't get along.
Wait, who's Jessica Dime?
One of the strippers that she acknowledged.
That was part of, I guess, the Love and Hip Hop storyline.
Yeah.
But I also enjoyed the fact that since we watched Love and Hip Hop, Jessica Dime married with 2 kids. She didn't get on no stage. She just showed us. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, girl, no, my stripping days are over. And I'll be in the scene though. So her and Jocelyn in Love and Hip Hop had a beef, but it was all scripted.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So y'all like that little crossover kind of.
It was interesting. I didn't know the other girl. What was her name? Gina?
That was Miami Tip.
I know Miami Tip. She's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know the other girl, whoever that is.
Jocelyn, Jessica Dime, and there was only 3 of them.
It was 3 girls Jose
acknowledged. Yeah, but I don't remember because I didn't know who any of them were. I was like, okay.
It was a crossover show. And it was funny because when Jose pronounced Mississippi, I started laughing. I was like, girl, you know you don't say Mississippi like that.
How she say
it? Doesn't. Probably can't pronounce it.
Her accent is interesting. I was like,
it's a very interesting accent.
It doesn't even really sound Puerto Rican to me because I know Puerto Rican.
Fake. It's all for sure.
I think it's fake too.
Robyn,
they met her at the airport. Somebody met her at the airport and was like, she don't even talk like that. I said, well, it's a gimmick. She ain't left it, and it's working for her. So.
It's working for her.
Oh, she's been consistent with it.
Yeah, it's working for her. So it worked. She got TV shows and stuff, so it worked.
Yeah,
I like the crossover because it makes sense. Where else you gonna see other strippers from?
Especially in Atlanta. I was surprised. What are they waiting for with Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah,
she might do a guest spot, but who knows? Maybe she's busy.
I thought they were adding her to the show. No, that's what the article's been saying and stuff. She's gonna be on P Valley.
Oh, we gonna see. Maybe that'll be the finale. I don't know. I'm looking.
They better come on with it. I want to see Megan go, ow.
Right, her tongue way down here somewhere.
Right.
Right. Can't see me at the bank.
Well, I did look up. I was interested because I was staring at the show very hard to try to figure out the strip club what strip club they were at. As if I've been to more than one strip
I know
club.
you act like you're a connoisseur.
Like you just do this.
I've only
It's
been
okay.
to two.
Don't
You
try
do
to
Yelp
hurt
reviews.
I've only been to two. And it was so funny. I'm like, where are they? That doesn't look familiar, as if I know. But I did look it up and it said that they film at the Cheetah Club.
Ah. Okay.
And I've never
Must be
been.
before my time. I have no clue where that is.
It's on Spring Street.
I thought the Cheetah Club was white people. That's what I always thought, but I don't know. I don't know that one. I know I've been to two, and that ain't one of the two.
I passed it a gajillion times.
I think it's down from
It's right
What's
at
that
Spring
place?
and West Peach Street. I mean, Spring and something.
I think it's not far from Bulldogs. You ever been there?
I know where Bulldogs is, but I've never seen the cheetah.
Anyway, all right. So what else we got? What's your takeaway, Robyn? What you got?
Okay, I like the fact that we got into the background of Miss Mississippi. It was a lot to unpack in this episode with her, but I do like Keyshawn. She was the stepdaughter, but she was treated, verbally. I would say she was emotionally and verbally abused by the stepmom and the sisters, but she was living pretty lavish. Let's not act like she was in the basement. She had a nice house, but she was emotionally abused because of being a stepdaughter. Then the whole colorism was thrown in there. I like the fact that they threw in old girl from last season, Gidget, the white girl.
I don't need
because
Gidget.
they've known each other, so I thought that was cool. That I don't know if y'all peeped the whole daddy and the stepdaughter.
Yes. Yes.
So
he leaned in and she was kind of like, yeah. So
that was interesting.
But the colorism thing was interesting because I didn't think the daughters were that light skinned.
That's what
I was
if
like.
You ain't speaking some truth. Mike said the same thing. He said they not even that light skinned. I was like, but maybe in certain parts of the Delta, they're considered light skinned. Maybe they consider, lighter complected than what she is. I was like, well, she looked better than them.
It's not the Delta, is it though? Near Memphis?
Well,
that's why I get confused with their geography.
This is supposed to be north of Jackson.
So North Mississippi near Memphis. Okay, so maybe in that area, particularly in Chucalissa.
I would not know.
The colorism is a thing.
They real loose with the light skinned though.
Real loose.
I would be light skinned in Chucalissa.
Right, we would consider, but I like how they showed her interaction with Derek. Now, don't hate me. So I'm not saying she ain't deserve to get yelled at, but you pregnant, he done got disowned. You ain't helping the situation by being all, because I was like, girl, shut up. You're not helping nothing. She ain't deserve to get hit, but girl, shut up. You not
Robyn, you ain't trying to be funny. You got to say it.
I ain't trying to be funny, but you're not helping the situation. And then I asked for persimmon, a color. Like, you're not helping the situation. The man is down and out. So now we see why he's in the situation he's in. And it seems like he was trying to take well, look at the clothes the baby had. Look at that. And she just wasn't trying to hear that. I think in her mind, she looked at it as a white, like she said, the title of the show is White Knight. That was supposed to be her white knight. And it didn't turn out that way. So now she's upset and taking it out. Your mama and I'm like, girl, you're not making sense.
And he's also, he's also resentful of her because he was rich and for a white boy. And then now, he been basically owned by his family. So
and he didn't get that scholarship. He's supposed to go on scholarship and everything. So his whole life came crashing down. And what she expected didn't happen. So she taking it out on him.
He taking it out on her.
Taking it out on her. So
I could care less. I didn't care nothing about her backstory. I don't care. Damn, the show don't care about Derek at all.
No, I don't have any sympathy for him. No, I don't have any sympathy for him.
It's funny you said you like that, and I'm really curious as to why you like that, because I really, 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 really don't care. I mean, we've seen this story before with Players Club when Cos Diamond was a middle class. So it's not like we haven't seen this story before. Middle class upbringing and turn stripper. Okay, next. So I don't really care, but you are right. They did touch on a lot of issues in the community with the colorism, with the child molestation, with the, but the one thing that I would say, okay, it happened, so I have to deal with it. But the one thing that I tried to hold myself back from confusing was my adult brain thinking about how she was reacting to things versus a child's reaction. Her white knight was from a child's perspective, meaning that an adult would say, oh, he's being abused by his father, which leads to him abusing whomever. Right. So, but as a child, you don't think like that. And then, with the colorism thing, you remember the scene when they were in Homegrown, because that's my spot, when they were eating at the diner, when she was looking at the Black couples, that football player had called her ugly and Black and all of that. So, oh, they don't want me. This guy wants me. So let me just go on and go with this guy. So, and a lot of that has to do with the father-daughter relationships. Her father wasn't there. He's supposed to be her first love. He's supposed to give her all the attention that she needs in her life as his daughter. And he wasn't there. He was so busy trying to get the next one and the daughters that he was neglecting her. So that's kind of my perspective. And I was watching that, trying not to watch it from an adult lens, but
there was a whole Cinderella fairy tale to it. When he showed up at her house with the shoes and the dress. Right.
He did that.
Everything he did that, and anybody would have been impressed. And so, she gave it up. But like everybody else in this country, nobody uses protection. So,
it's a big
murder.
And then it seemed like he
stuck in that mode, though. Like she's stuck in that one scene in her life that's replaying that night. That the dress.
He keeps getting credit for that scene.
No. So she, and like Kim said, it's her child like mine is stuck playing that. Oh, it was snowing that night. Oh my God, he bought me this dress and the fur. And that's all she's stuck on.
And he's the father of her child. And then he give her the tears and everything. It was all very cliche.
Very, thank you.
It was. And but a lot of what they're throwing in is cliche. I thought the ghost story and the voodoo stuff was weird. But it's actually the only thing original they've added to the show. Everything else is a, cut and dry storyline from every other Black movie. Did Tyler Perry write this episode?
I'm ready.
The only thing missing was her leaving Derek in the bathtub with the water running.
Right.
Well, that's the part that made me mad. I was like, girl, if you ain't gonna fight for nobody, fight for them kids. And that was the part that was supposed to be, yes, finally. After you left the doctor, and I saw it coming. We all saw it coming when she would reach for the baby. Girl, he would have came out and wouldn't have left. It would have been one of us walking out of there alive. But I like how they did go back and forth too, from the present to the past to see.
I did like that part. I still think we're listening to the story.
Because baby, that was good.
The present was good.
The present was very good.
Yeah.
The present was
all right, so let's get to it. The present.
Well, let me say this first. I did not, the one note that I wrote was when she screamed, I'm leaving, or whatever she said, but then she wound up not going anywhere. And I was like, was that a mistake? Was that an ad lib?
Right.
Why did you even say it?
Girl, just get the kids and go.
Get the kids and go. You shouldn't have said anything to him. You should have just gone in the house, let him leave because he was leaving.
Right, and come back to an empty house.
Exactly. Because she got all the money.
I don't know.
And the whole thing with the not my face, anything but my face, girl. At that point,
my husband was like, she needs to kill him in his sleep.
Well, let me take y'all all the way back. Where is the pink gun? You bothered to steal that girl's gun
and pointed at the wrong man.
And pointed at the wrong person. Where did you put the gun? I still don't know where this gun is.
I don't know, but he might have never taken it from the club. After she pulled it on Diamond. Yeah, she might not have taken it with her.
He should have pistol whipped her when she came.
But that wasn't the last gun they made, as my granddaddy used to say.
Girl, it wasn't the last nothing. You better be like my mama and pick up some furniture. I ain't got time for that. I would have picked up a table.
Yeah, we'll have to tell you that part another time. We're not gonna talk about that.
What I'm saying is, after you came from the doctor, it should have been okay. Go to your interview, and then you just take the kids and leave. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do.
Because remember, back to you caring about her backstory. She was actually a very intelligent young woman.
Very.
I guess that went out the door. I don't know. She's no longer
because she got her. We also got to think like teenage girls. We've all been there before. Yeah. She got her first piece of somebody showing her interest, showing her that he cares. And he just went to the next level with it, and she ain't see nothing else.
Yeah.
So that's how it was for her, and she's stuck in that motion. You don't see nothing else but high school Keyshawn with the snow and the blue dress on.
Yeah. So I'm over her backstory and all of that. It was interesting. Clifford was narrating it all poetically.
I like that part.
I was confused at first though, because he was talking about her like they were still cool, but then we found out later that they were going to be flashing back and forth. But it was cute.
But he did say something. He was like, when he started talking about her, he was talking about her as the his best bottom bitch, and I was like, I thought Mercedes was your best bottom bitch. I'm confused. It confused me.
Like I said, it confused me a little bit too. But I thought he said something that was really cute. Mississippi and Derek were in the car after Christmas prom or whatever you want to call it. And he said they were breaking the rules. She was breaking the rules that a Black girl wasn't deserving of love. And he was breaking the rule that a Black girl wasn't deserving of love. I thought that was a really sweet line. I was like, kudos to the writers for that one. They didn't do nothing else this episode that was good.
Yeah,
but they did do some more.
They did deal with the present part was what I really
All right.
Part of me felt like y'all gonna have to, y'all might have to cut ties with. Not saying y'all can't be friends with Lil Murder, but y'all gonna be dealing with this forever because it's who he is. As far as
who
Rome, the Rome guy, and the whole blackmailing situation, or so. Because I'm like, wait, we was sitting on the couch like, so he was in the closet. Like, what was it?
That's what I was like. Where did the video come from? Did I miss something?
So
did
remember,
they show him?
Wait a minute, y'all. So remember, Rome, they were using all of Rome's connections. So Rome had these rooms. They were his rooms. And he gave them a key card. So he could have set up a video tape. A video recorder in these rooms before he gave him the key card. Because remember, they're all under his name.
Right, I get it.
Yeah, so he wasn't in no closet recording.
Well, they didn't give us any clue. Usually they'll show the person,
right.
or something like that. Yeah, they didn't ever show us that. So when he said he had a video, I was like, where you get a video?
So that's my assumption, that because they were his rooms.
Yeah,
he probably set something up before giving them the key.
So
because remember, he gave out the keys individually, which meant that I'm gonna give you this key because I know you going where the recorder is. I'm gonna give you, Lodi was in a different room.
That makes sense. But
that
was a good one. It was good to see, but I was kind of, the whole rape thing. At least he didn't do it.
I'm so glad he didn't rape. I'm over rape storylines.
I'm over it. But before that happened, I'm giving Ron props because I'm like, Ron trying to get you lashes and makeup and heels. I'm like, Ron putting in work. Then that happened. I said, dang, bro, I just thought you was doing good. Like, what?
Why?
I thought as a manager, he wasn't doing the worst thing. He was trying to get her out there with the shoes, with the lashes, with the makeup, with the wigs. So I was like, he's doing more than some grimy manager stories we've seen. So
but they're all grimy manager stories.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what I had to explain to one of my friends when we were watching it. I'm like, we've heard this story several times. Remy Ma, like all of these artists have told these stories about how managers take advantage of them. They want stuff for them, but they're not really looking out for your best interest. It's all about what they can get out of you. And a lot of these managers steal and cheat and lie.
Stealing and lying, but like I said, I was just.
But all of the female artists have just about said that that's
the
what
same
has
story.
happened.
It's not just the female artists though. The guys get but the guys is usually about money. With the women is money and sex. They want that booty too.
And it's everything. Yeah.
So I expected it to come though. I just didn't expect rape. I expected the grimy money side to come, but I wasn't expecting the rape thing. But I was still happy to see at least they're showing he's doing something. And then he did that. I was like,
he had a whole orgy going on in his room.
And he got to rape somebody. You got women that's literally legs wide open. All you got to do is go over there and fall in. But he got to take it from somebody.
Fall in.
And that's literally what was happening though.
That's all he had to do is walk up.
Walk up and say, okay.
He had his robe open. Thank you again. Hallelujah for showing Romy wrong.
You a fool.
I like Rome till I saw he did drugs and was grimy and a rapist.
I didn't like him. I haven't liked him at all.
I was like, okay, Rome, come through, because now we got a new hero, Wody. Now we like Wody because Wody is
he ride or die.
Ride or die.
Ride or kill.
Ride or kill.
Have you ever watched somebody die?
How do you want to be buried?
That whole monologue.
Those are great lines. Classic.
But this is my question. Did he get the phone?
He did.
I didn't see. I watched it again. It was like I didn't see it.
He kind of reached, and then when he was leaning over him, he kind of reached, and then when he was walking out, you could tell he kind of did something.
He better have got that phone.
Right. I always was happy that he never outed Lil Murder, but I also felt like you're gonna keep having to have these situations. So you're gonna have to either talk to Lil Murder or y'all gonna have to.
That's his job. He the manager.
But he might not have to be his man, just be his homeboy, because you're gonna keep running into this. If Lil Murder is who he is, he's a closeted man.
And you could tell they are friends.
They're great friends, cool, but you're gonna kill every single body because it's going to keep happening.
I don't think it's gonna be that serious. And like I've been saying before to Kim, I think in the show, I don't know if it's gonna be this season or next season, I think he's gonna come out and be an out rapper, and that'll be part of his fame, like Lil Nas X or Frank. Is it Frank Ocean? Is it Frank?
Lil Nas X, Saucy Santana, and them.
For a minute there, I was like, ain't that Caribbean Queen? But no, what's his name? His name's something Ocean.
Wow.
I went way back to the 80s.
Tiffany Mills.
I like the fact that you, like he said, he ride or die, but they're gonna have to, like you said, either he gonna come out or they're gonna have to heart to heart. And then light skin wannabe, I don't know if y'all watch Snowfall, but the D-Ray, light skin D-Ray comedian.
He do look like D-Ray Davis.
I'm like, oh my God, can we protect Uncle Clifford? Because at this point, he's already crazy.
He's very crazy.
Well,
I'm surprised he wasn't the one that killed Ron.
Big T doesn't know who he's been writing the postcards to, right?
Not yet, but he gonna find out.
A dude named Clifford. He don't know what, but once, now that the tour is over, they're all gonna go back to Chuck.
Yeah, it's gonna go down.
And I wonder where Big T gonna go.
With his
He gonna follow his boo.
With his man. So they obviously had something going when he was in prison, and once he got out. I ain't gonna lie, I felt that little hurt. You ain't never write me when I was locked up. Why you ain't write that big?
He left him in prison.
Yeah, he could have wrote him. He right.
So Teak was Mrs. Murder, huh?
Yeah, that's Mrs. Murder.
He wasn't Mr. Teak. You don't think Little Murder was Mr. Teak?
No, he was Miss Murder.
No, cause Big T keeps storming out every time he gets mad.
Emotional.
Like the wife.
Emotional.
Yeah. Very emotional. But I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part, besides the ending, my favorite part was the subliminal thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa,
and then he was like,
yeah. Like everybody knew, everybody on the tour knew. They think they slick, but everybody know.
They think they slick. But
that was right on time for me. I like that one.
That was great.
Because I was like, what they doing? Where is this going? I thought y'all were going to Jose's party.
Jocelyn. She keeps calling her Jose. What?
That's that strong jaw.
She's a little masculine.
I'm just happy that Keyshawn and Wody have Lil Murder's best interest at heart. Now we know Megan Thee Stallion might come back because we're not done with DJ Never Scared. I love DJ Never Scared.
Yes.
So we know he's definitely gonna make another
Yeah,
appearance.
he'll be back.
I need to see Obama come back. You know your marriage is over, and now you want to run for the mayor.
Y'all kill me calling this man Obama.
I have never looked up his actual name, Andre.
Leg Obama.
Yeah, I've never looked up his. Everybody else, I've looked up their name. He's the only one I haven't.
It's Obama.
It's Obama.
It looked like from the previews he gonna be back next week.
Can't wait.
Man, listen, they better not do anybody else's backstory because I am just.
Why not? We could get some backstory
because we want to see the Pank. We want to see
what's going on in the Pank. I wasn't added to the group chat yet.
The Pank posse.
Right, the Pank posse.
The Pank posse.
Diamond coming back.
Yeah,
Diamond coming back.
You want to see some more Diamond? Y'all kill me. Y'all like Diamond.
I like Diamond's character. They did him wrong, but I like the fact that he might be positive. I love Big L. I love me some Big L.
He's so country. Everybody got a different accent. He's funny though.
Yeah, and he's looking out for himself. Everybody got a side hustle.
Right.
What did y'all think about Pastor Woodbine being the waitress?
I guess she hadn't been called to the cloth yet.
No, Mercedes kind of alluded to that in the first season about how they kind of was poor and what she had to do to make ends meet with the mom. So she alluded to them having very humble beginnings. Mm-hmm. But it was funny when she was like, "Yeah, what y'all? He paying for this?
That's all you want.
That's all you want."
What else was funny? Oh, when he said I could have had y'all out in Conyers. And they were like, where the F is Conyers? Where I fell out. Conyers.
Where the hell is Conyers? Exactly.
Right, what is that?
When Derek picked up that iron, I was thinking, you remember Good Time? I knew that's the first place you would look. No, mama, please, mama, no, mama.
See, once again, everything has another reference from a previous show.
I was like, not the iron, y'all. Not the iron.
Just can you be next thing you know, they're gonna be eating oatmeal every day. Come on now. Good times.
I just think she should have come out of that doctor's office and never looked back.
Yeah, because it's your kids.
Right.
And neither one of those kids can talk.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but your kids should be enough. Your kids come first. I don't have any kids, but you better believe if I did, you couldn't harm them.
But think about who you would kill over little mama.
Right. I have a cat. And if you even look at my cat crazy, what? You are a guest. He live here.
Not the cat.
The cat.
He out there now trying to get in here because he know what it is. But the children are innocent. And
Exactly.
Your niece, could you imagine?
Girl.
Could you imagine
Girl.
how many of us would be trying to kill somebody over your niece?
look, rally the truth. But
We ride now.
rally the we riding that dawn, and I got the horse.
Look, pick up the phone, the remote.
I'm coming on horseback. You ever seen somebody get ran down on a horse?
Yeah, she rides horses. So she's gonna get her horse and be out.
I don't play about children. I mean, you, especially when they can't talk and express themselves. All that child was doing was crying, and you knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
The speech itself, I had to pause.
I was mad at the
look,
speech.
it was about to be a whole situation. I said, I wish you would tell me you've been with the child for 2 weeks. What that mean?
No, I was mad that she was like, you can hit me, you can beat me, but you don't beat our kids. I was like, no, that speech is wrong, boo.
It was all wrong.
You don't hit me either. That's what I tell you what we not finna do. Yeah.
That man said he cries all day. I had him for 2 weeks. I'm like,
2 weeks, bro.
that's your job. You're a parent. Like, that had me, I had to pause.
See why I don't care about Derek? Derek can kick rocks.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
why is he still alive?
Somebody
That's
get
all
the
I
pink
need to know.
gun. That's all I'm saying. Get this pink gun and shoot his brains out. So
It's
we
gonna,
can get
I think he's gonna meet his match eventually.
I'm hoping it's gonna be Diamond. My money's on Diamond. If it ain't Diamond,
Why would Diamond
Sorry.
care, Nikita? She made her choice.
because the white boy
And
rolled
Diamond
up
got
on
big
him
bone.
before.
Why would he care about?
Right. We ain't even seen him.
He's
He's somewhere laid up with her. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He got
Well, we'll
big
see.
bone.
We'll see. At this point, she probably gonna end up having to do it herself, unless she's sick Wody on him, because we see yeah, you better
Wody
watch those
ride or
funeral homes,
die.
folks.
Wody hit that and walked out. I was like,
He walked out of there so smooth. He said, night, night, no.
The beauty of Wody's character has come so far. Because at first we thought he was gonna out him when they first saw him with Clifford. We thought it was gonna be a problem. Wody, you know what?
A real
He's one of
friend.
those characters we didn't see it him having it.
But he a real one.
He a real one.
Wody said, okay, because I really was like, Wody, you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do.
And apparently they've been
figured it out
friends
quickly.
forever because Lil Murder didn't even know they were going to get Big T, but Wody did. So apparently they've been friends since elementary, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I that's who you need. So Wody is what was his name in Scandal? Huck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wody is Lil Murder's Hook.
And the quiet assassin, the role in there, have him sniff some
The funeral
fentanyl,
home.
give him some fentanyl, and bounce. Yeah, it was good. It's a good show. I mean, I still enjoy it every week. They bring in.
I was
everything
sleeping
that they
to the
can.
end.
But the beauty again is he knew Wody might have tried when he told Wody to try the powder. And I was like,
You first? Yeah.
Oh, snap, he gonna do it. And Wody, you know, he already know he a powder head, so he wasn't gonna notice him.
Yeah. Sneak and do a different line than the one he put out for him. Yeah. Yeah, it was slick. It was slick. I was laughing at Rome kept saying mine. Like,
hey, man.
like Terrence Howard. Mine.
Hey, man.
Go again. Stealing from another show, movie.
Well, they near Memphis, so I guess you got a mine.
Is that where Terrence Howard got that from?
Well, that's where he was saying it in that movie all the time, the Whoop That Trick movie. Wasn't that in Memphis?
Yeah, Hustle and Flow. Yeah.
I didn't like it either. I've only seen it once.
I've
only seen Players Club once, and people reference it all the time, and I just be like, okay.
Oh my goodness!
Once when it came out, I saw it in the theater. I never saw it again.
They they using those Players Club lines on TikTok now. If I raise up, it's gonna be trouble.
Trouble.
Like
That's Bernie Mac.
That's Bernie Mac. I remember that.
Like they using that now as voiceovers. But I mean, they're from Memphis, part of I think Rome
close to Memphis.
It's close to me. So we gotta get into the coach. We gotta get into the coach's wife. We ain't done with that.
We gotta go back to that. We gotta go back to the ghost.
We ain't gotta do no more backstories. You're right. No more backstories. Let's keep it in the present. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Go back to the Pank.
Right, because when they introduce a backstory like that, then you start to wonder, well, did Keyshawn know that her dad was sleeping with her sister? I mean, you added more many. It's too many hanging parts, and you don't have time for that.
We don't have time.
Take it back to the Pank.
Yeah.
Right. We got to go back to roulette.
Yeah.
We got to go back to all of that. So we got to see what's going on at the Pank.
Yeah. I don't think they'll give any more backstory. The only other backstory I might like to see might be Uncle Clifford. Because he's just so, I don't know. I just love Uncle Clifford. And I would just like to see how.
Well, we know he became owner of the Pank through his grandmother. So that's about all I needed to know.
Well, I would say this: the best, one of the good parts that I truly enjoyed was Keyshawn's routine on the pole.
I know. Let me get my.
Oh Lord,
not the lamp,
not the light.
Are they auditioning? Where they at?
Yeah, they at the Cheetah Club.
Ma'am,
yeah,
ma'am.
We
can't have come back because no.
Yeah, she don't know how to act, Grammy.
Well, I want to audition.
I'll give her your name. I enjoyed that routine. I thought it was really nice. Really nice.
Let me tell you something.
Kudos to the choreographers.
And that was like, let me tell you something. These pole routines, okay, y'all don't make. I guess strippers do. Y'all gotta do a lot, cause ma'am, how?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I want to go to the class or whatever you were telling me, your friend.
Yeah, they do classes, and I'm like,
I took classes.
You gotta breathe.
It's hard.
I thought you said they do like the trainer for the stunt women on.
Yeah, some of the stunt women do classes. From the P Valley have like their own pole classes. But I think it's a lot of work. That upper body, that core, that upper body. Yeah. I ain't never climbed no rope in high school. They ain't even had that in my high school.
Oh, that's what we were talking about before.
I don't know.
They ain't even had that.
Yeah, you're a lot younger than I am. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't. They ain't even have that. They got rid of it by the time I got to high school. So the struggle will be real if I ever take one of the classes. But I like how they showcase it's athletic ability to get up.
It is.
Stay up. Amazing. And even when they, I don't know if anybody else noticed, when they like kind of slow the music down, you can hear them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because it's a lot of work. I like that they at least showcase.
That girl weighs 127 pounds. She good.
Stay fit.
She good.
Do you ever try to look closer to see if you can tell that it's not the person? Like you can tell that it's not Mercedes or not?
Do, in her bio it says she is a trained pole dancer. So I think a lot. So I think a lot of it is her. But yeah, I do that. I try to look to see.
Because in that one routine you talking about, it looked like it was her, but I was like, maybe they just
switched.
I was like, yeah, maybe I'm just tripping, because another minute I was like, well, I can't see the face. But then I was like, well, did they just clip her in to make it look like she was on the pole, or was that really her? Yeah, it was kind of cool. I'm always impressed though. These women do their thing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to know how to do it. I will be dead.
Right,
all of this busted up.
Will be snapped.
All of this busted up. Yeah.
Everything hurting.
Coma, paralyzed, something. I'll be tore up. So
yeah, but that when Mercedes showed all of the bruises, that is so true. I mean, they are bruised up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thing to do. I just can't wait to see how they, like you said, no more backstories. We're good.
Good on that.
One backstories. Now, Now, if they were, I kind of would like to see Diamond's backstory a little bit.
Nope, don't care.
Diamond, we don't. He ain't a big enough character to get a backstory. I don't think.
I agree with you, Nikita. I would like to see Clifford, but that's it. No, I don't really care about anybody else's backstory. This is about Chuckalisa.
The Pank, baby, the Pank.
The Pank.
And we got a lot going on at the Pank.
It's already too much going on right there. I'm good on that.
Autumn Night, Haley, what you say? You call her Autumn Night, Lakeisha Haley Savage.
Why you sound just like her?
That's all he say. Autumn Night, Lakeisha Haley Savage.
He called her everybody but the child of God.
Yeah. All right. Well, Robyn, thanks for joining us. This was fun. We'll have to have you back another time.
Hopefully, I'll be available next time. If not, y'all can catch me in the comments.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
I'll see y'all again. You welcome.
Love.
Bye.
I gotta go watch Love Match Atlanta.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
That was fun. That was fun. It's always good to hear different perspectives about watching the show. So yeah, that was cool. We'll have to have others come on to see what they think too.
Yeah.
See if our perspectives line up.
I feel all popular and everything. We got guests and stuff. Like, what? Look at people coming on our show.
We are all that. All right, so we're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really don't have that much to say, but I did find a lot of the conversations between husbands and wives really interesting this episode. I'd like to get your take on that since I'm neither a husband nor a wife.
So
go.
The Maurice and Kimmy conversation.
Yes, Lord.
I will have to say, for part of the conversation, I sided with Maurice.
Really?
I did. I felt
What
like
part?
the same as Marceau. Why we want to go on a couples trip, a couples retreat with these folks? He said it's going to be a problem fest. And I was like, you damn right. It really is. These people just, and he and Kimmy, they may not have a perfect relationship, but they're doing the best out of everybody on the show, it appears. So, yeah. So I wouldn't want to go and sit out there and hear you talk about, hear other couples talk about their drama. I just wouldn't want to either. And if we doing all right, I don't want you to get out there and feel like you got to start nitpicking me because everybody else is doing it. So I was with him on that. I don't want to go. I don't even really want to watch it. But
so what I hear you saying is counseling technique. So what I hear you saying is that you would rather do an individual couple session versus a retreat with multiple couples.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I can accept that.
Now the sex conversation is too much information. I don't want to know how much any of these couples are having sex because they're just not, I don't know. I just don't want to think of them like that. I don't know what it is, but I don't care about them and their sex lives. But I did agree with Kimmy in that one. She's like, okay, well, I'll agree to have sex every day on this retreat. And this Negro gonna come back with the twice a day. Now see, it apparently she's not doing every day. So if she's agreeing every day, why can't that be enough? It sounds like a compromise. And if every day is a compromise, that's a lot. Yeah. So I that's why I said I agree with him in the first part and her in the second part.
I agree with you on all of that. And I also think it's selfish and unreasonable. Because I'm trying to find a way to say it's almost like they don't care for these people. If you could just have sex, just boom, 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 that's no feelings, no emotion, no nothing. And from the woman's perspective, and this goes for all of them, Tisha, Tiffany, isn't that her name?
What's the name? Yeah,
them people. I think what they're trying to say is, I'll have sex with you, but can you woo me? Can you make me want to and desire to have sex with you? Not just come in there and pound on me and get up and leave. And to me, that's what I hear out of Marceau and Lewis and Maurice's mouth is, I just want to walk through that door. I need for you to already be naked. I just need to go right in, do what I need to do. And I need to keep walking. That's what I get from them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very cut and dry, non-emotional, and it makes them look like every one of them is in a loveless relationship.
Yeah,
it's transactional.
It's transactional. And if it's just going to be twice a day, then that just means, like you said, he just want to hit it and go. He might as well take care of himself if that's all he wants. And if he's using her like that, she's just gonna feel used. Boom, boom, boom. He got his, and then he's gonna go on his way.
Right.
Because they don't have time twice a day. Y'all got full-time jobs or whatever. You don't have time
supposedly for
the romance both times twice a day. You see what I'm saying? It's not possible. So
they just got married. And they just got married. Their ink isn't even dry yet. So this is what you're telling her. Look to me like you all had that conversation before y'all signed on the dotted line. But
even if you do, I mean, like they keep saying, people change, relationships change, bodies change, all of that. So even if y'all had an agreement early on, it don't mean that 5, 6, 7 years later, 29, I don't know, that you're gonna still have the same. Yeah, so that I don't even think you could have that kind of agreement. All right, unless you have a contract. Okay, I promise that if we get married, we're gonna have sex every day. No, that's not even reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. So it was quite interesting to me, and I went away from this episode really like, all of these dudes are assholes, because you guys really just told all of your wives they're just objects. Mm-hmm. That's what I got from it.
It did come off like they were objects. Now, Tiffany and Lewis, their situation is a little bit different to me. Theirs doesn't make any sense. She's saying she wants a baby.
Right.
How you gonna have a baby if you don't have sex?
And that's what Lewis said.
Right. And you don't want to spend time with your husband. So she sounds like she just want to come in, every now and she want to wait until she's ovulating, I guess. Bang, 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 and then leave me alone for the rest of the month. Right. So that's using him. And yeah, he's not here for that. This is
and looking at the preview for the next show, when the counselor is basically saying y'all look fake. Well, that's what we're getting to. Because like you said, that doesn't make sense. Nothing they're saying makes sense. Their relationship doesn't make sense.
They only had 2 suitcases. That didn't make sense. I was like,
at least they had suitcases.
They had one small and one big. Period. Right. She's like, you want this one or this one? I was like, there are no other choices in the whole house. All these adults with no other choices.
And she travels for work, so when she take the suitcases, he can't go to work because ain't no more suitcases.
Girl, these are phony scenes cracking me up.
They do.
They all act like they were just gonna pack and then tell the man on the way to the car, like, come on, get in the car, we're going to Nashville. Like, that's not how this works. Yeah. They all have commitments, jobs, whatever. You can't spring a trip on somebody like that.
Right.
No.
Right. Exactly.
And I girl with Marceau was like, when have we ever had fun with Lewis and Tiffany? I almost fell off my chair.
Yeah. I mean, but he keeping it real.
He keeps it real. Oh my God, Marceau is hilarious sometimes. Like, he was the most like turned off by the whole thing. He's like, I don't want to go out here with them. I ain't trying to do that. I feel it. And
he was just flat out, no, I'm not.
No.
Nope.
That's why she was the only one who was trying to lie. Everybody else said, okay, we're going on a couples trip, blah, 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 blah. She trying to dance all around and beat around the bush, trying to act like Marceau do what I say. That? Apparently not. She's full of it. She's scared of him, and he runs the whole house. Yeah. And when he walked in, oh no, that was a Carlos show. When he walked in and he said, "What up, though?" I said, "Here we go." He's so Michigan, that Detroit, Pontiac area. He said, "What up, though?" I said, "There it is." That's their attitude.
So again, this episode, these folks are in loveless marriages. The fact that Tisha had to lie, like she know we gonna all see this.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you had to lie, and then you gonna laugh it out. My mama told me you got to use what you got to get what you want sometimes. Ma'am.
Mm-hmm. That's a problem.
That is a huge problem. You need to be, y'all need to be on the first plane smoking to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a real problem that you got to lie to your husband about going to a retreat so y'all can talk through y'all's issues.
To get help with your marriage. Like you need counseling because you don't want to go to counseling. That's the problem right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. So to me, they are the worst off to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you can't even have a conversation with your own husband of 15 years.
However many years, yeah. And
that's a problem.
Right. And it's always up to him. She cried and whined or whatever. It's only when he says okay that it's, that it's gonna happen.
Right.
But I did notice that they have fast forwarded, because I think the previous episodes were like maybe in the fall, but now they're already in May, because we're usually way behind on these shows, like months back. But this last one, when Melody did the opening at the amphitheater, that was just in May, just a couple months ago. So actually not even 2 months, because it's just now July. So just a month ago. So I'm like, oh, wow, they're catching up. And you can see from the previews, that just happened a few weeks ago, the big fight.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see that. So I guess they're going to do what? A second half of the show, or call it another season or something?
I don't know what they're going to do, but Carlos did say that was the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
We're done.
But he also said they're coming back in 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks?
I thought he said that on his show in 2 weeks.
Girl, I was so annoyed by that whole show between him and Wanda and her outfit.
Wanda twerking. Never again. Again.
It was too much. It was
he yelling, she twerking. I was like, what is this nonsense on my TV?
And I don't like that show. I don't like him as a host. I don't like the questions. I definitely don't like the games.
No. And the only thing that was interesting, they said on there, 2 things. But Wanda said she got a boyfriend, but her husband pays the bills, and that's why she's still with him. I was like, all right now. She better hope the husband don't see that.
She using what she got to get what she
wants, to get her shoes in the box. And then the other thing was, they said Winter and Kevin had never had sex or kissed or anything before they got married. So that adds even more to her nonsense. She'd have met a man. She had never seen where he lived. He didn't have a car. She never kissed him or had sex with him, but she married him in a pandemic. Why is she on this show? Why is she? I could go get the rabbit. The rabbit know better than that.
Let me tell you something. It's too many Rose Nylons in this world. I'm just really sick of them. I'm just really sick of them. The shit just don't make sense. But before we go to DC, I wanted to ask one more thing about how you felt about Tell and his, I want to get married. I'm ready. I miss my marriage. Woe is me.
I thought it was consistent. He'd been saying that. He didn't have a problem with being married. He wanted to have Wanda. He wanted to be Wanda. Yeah. Exactly. And so he never wanted to be divorced. He wants his family with his wife, and then the woman on the side that'll satisfy him. So, I mean, I wasn't surprised in the least bit. Now, what I need him to do is stop bashing Melody. at this point. Like I said about her last week, quit telling the women that they men cheating because they're not listening. And he needs to stop telling people that Melody's cold, has a dark heart, she don't have no friends, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got it. Move on. Because you love her and her dark heart.
He wants her back.
Yeah.
The way he was looking at her,
He done them dirty draws. Come on now.
Amphitheater. I was like, stop. I haven't looked it up. I said I was going to look it up before we started recording, but I could have sworn it was amphitheater.
It is amphitheater.
And she's isn't she? No, but I thought she was an English major.
I thought she was I don't know, maybe an education major.
Right. She was a teacher, but I thought she was an English major. Or maybe I made that up. But she kept saying amphitheater, and I was like, stop.
Well,
stop it.
And we know some ignorant teachers too. So every teacher is, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. So I'm done with them. I'm cool on Huntsville. I need a break. I just want to see. It was funny when they were showing the preview for the next show, and all you could hear is Melody go, Martell. Yeah. I'm like, and she running after. I saw it when it happened. I mean, I saw the videos when she posted live, and she was talking about she had just had to get in Wanda's face, and and she was like, oh Lord, and she jumped out the car. She's like, Martell. Yeah, I would have been the same way. Like, I don't care if we have been apart. If I saw Darvin in the middle of some mess, I'd run over there too.
Yep, and you see they were on vacation together. Did you see that? I know. Did you see that?
I didn't know I did it till I saw your eyes. You said.
So Mel and Martell just went on vacation together with the kids.
Yeah, I saw that on social media. I think it's nice. I mean, try at least to get along.
Try to get along, because you don't have a choice. Those kids are still young. All of them are in elementary school. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. So you're going to have to deal with him forever.
Yeah, and that's on her. But it's unfortunate that, that things went the way they did. But hopefully they can co-parent, because it's not reasonable for her to not talk to him or not communicate with him at all. That's ignorant. Yeah. And he could have been petty and was like, tit for tat, or you didn't bring him to my book signing, I'm not going to bring him to your thing. But, Martell want to be on camera. He like to be seen. So
he want to be seen. And I really do think he want her back, because his life sucks right now. Oh, so before we move on, because I'm done with them, do you think he passed that test? I really do want to know if he passed.
That's funny. Yeah, because he should have taken it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't follow him on social media.
I don't follow him either. Seemed like we'd know by now if he did pass it. Yeah, he's such a big dummy. Poor thing.
Big dummy.
Big dummy.
So back to DC. I just have two things to say. I don't give two shits about Winter. Baby, she's in the same barrel as Tiffany and Lewis. Just throw them all in there. I could care less about them. And the second thing is, I honestly think the show would be better if Monique
wouldn't. I knew you were about to say that. Monique has just no storyline. She really doesn't. She's making
Tanzania.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna call her Monique no more.
Her whole thing with complaining about Chris, I was on his side, and this time he's just like, could you stop complaining about me to people? Now she posted on Twitter today, he only has the kids 2 hours a day. So he needs to shut up, basically. It's her attitude. But she just doesn't ever give him any
but 2 hours
credit or accolades.
Someone who has absolutely never had those kids 2 hours a day, it's still going to be hard.
And it's still 3 kids under a certain age. They like under 10.
So. Elementary school. It is not easy.
That's a lot. And just a 3-year-old, if you ever been at home with a toddler by yourself, that's a lot.
I drove.
Oh yeah.
6 hours with one. And I'm just like,
You
and
just like,
then
where your mama?
yeah, I'm just like, especially before she started talking, you know, because this was before she started really talking, and she just cried, and she couldn't tell me what she was crying for. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just one day.
Yeah, that part.
So he's
and I had
never
2
done
toddlers
that
at
before.
home.
So give him a break.
Yeah.
And then his whole demeanor, I'm gonna tell you what it looks like, because you know, we only see what we see. But he looks to have such a calm demeanor that if she just said exactly what she wanted, I think he would be like, okay, unless he doesn't. Have you ever talked to somebody and it looks like they're seeing through you?
That gets kind of, yeah.
I wonder if that's why she's so angry, is that because is so much that his response is that he's just seeing through her. He's not giving her a response. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what it is, but I know I can't see him going, shut the, you know.
No, he's not that kind of.
Right. No. So what is, girl, just talk to the man.
But she talks to him. Well, like you said, we don't see it all. We don't see enough of it. And when she does talk to him, from what we see, we still not sure what she wants. If that's what he's getting, he's just like, oh my God, what is it? So, you know, if you can't tell me what you want, then shut up about it, you know?
Yeah. And then Tanzania continues to talk about Winter. Continues to bring her around. She continues to talk about these stupid conversations.
She just dragging it on and on. I'm just like, girl,
you have absolutely nothing else to talk about. We don't even know anything about your podcast, your radio show. I mean, you don't talk about anything else but this damn Winter.
And Winter don't want to talk about Winter anymore. Irena and Ashley definitely don't want to talk about her anymore. They are all done with it. And here Monique come again. She have a special trip to the woman's house to bring it back up. And Winter's like, girl, you still talking about this? Yeah. So I'm over. I'm sick of Monique. It's a shame because I think Monique thought that being on this show was going to vindicate her from Potomac, but it's just showing us that she was a mess on Potomac and she a mess on here. Ain't nothing different. You are what we thought you were. I just know that she ain't for play, though. She will hit a chick in her mouth. But other than that, she's just mouth. She just mouth. She just talking.
Damn much.
Okay, my 2 things. Did you see Dakia in there from Ready to Love at the fitness studio? Did you watch? You watched the last season, didn't you? Ready to Love?
Yeah.
Dakia,
the engineer,
right? She was working in a fitness studio. I don't know if she owns it or what. Yeah. So you did see her?
No, I didn't.
Oh, she was in the episode when Monique and Chris went to the studio.
Oh, let me tell you what I was doing. Not watching it. It was on. But because I'm so irritated with their interaction, when I watched it again today, I actually looked up this time and I said, I missed that whole scene. So no, I missed her because I didn't see the scene.
When they first came in.
I missed it.
Oh, okay. So that's her studio that they went to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? That wasn't even my point. The 2 things I was gonna say is, one, that Jamie is crazy. And Irena, I don't know if she's scared of him or maybe she's getting a little bit more like gusto or whatever. She's got a little bit more backbone with other people around. Cause when he pulled her face, I was like, everybody at the table kind of froze, like, what? You know, I don't. Yeah.
And see, that's the ultimate disrespect, because when you pull a face, it's usually a parent doing that to a child. So when a husband does it to a wife, them fighting words.
It was screaming abuse. I was getting a bad vibe off of him, and everybody kind of froze and made a face. You know, you saw Ashley was like, what? Yeah, everybody was looking kind of, it was a bad look for him, you know.
It was.
And she had a little bit of,
can you just walk away?
Yeah. She's too timid for that. She's too timid. She needs to be like, I know that you didn't, you know. So yeah. And then Kevin with the non-receipts. What in the entire he flipping and that was just like, what is he even saying? That whole scene was dumb. I don't know if
that's why they are irrelevant.
Yeah, I was like, what am I watching? I don't know if they edited out everything so that maybe we just didn't see what his receipts were. Maybe he legally couldn't show them, or maybe they really didn't make any sense. Because even Chris was like, yeah, okay, what he's trying to say is this, you know, because he wasn't making any sense. He had his whole binder.
Yeah. It was pointless. And I really, at this point, I feel sorry for DJ Fun Size right about now, because he being roped into all of this.
Yeah.
And he like, all I want to do is hang out with the fellas and have a drink. And we still talking about this irrelevant.
Yeah. And Winter is not even a wife, or, you know, like she's not part of the cast officially. Yeah. Why do we see her? Why are we talking to or about her? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's a point. So at this point, what is the show really about?
It's supposed to be love and marriage DC. We see the only good marriage is Ashley and Quick. So far, they look like they have a good relationship. Jamie,
except for the fact that I don't understand why she dropped out of school twice, because you are from there, which means that you probably have a support system there. So it wasn't like you couldn't take your kids somewhere maybe, or take them to school maybe, and continue school, or go to school at night, or go to school online. I don't understand that. Yeah. She didn't go into a lot of detail about it, but the fact that she said, I had to drop out twice, I'm not really understanding that.
Unless they didn't have money for a while. You might have had some lean years. I don't know.
Yeah, that one, yeah, I paid attention to that. But
I don't know, but they have, you know, I don't know if it's because they all run in the same circles or if these are just people Carlos knows, but on Huntsville and DC, it's just these women just living for their husbands. Like, they staying home with the kids while he out doing whatever. And then he expects to come home and get sex twice a day. It's just a bizarre
it's weird
universe that they have.
Yeah, and I was talking to a friend of mine today because he told me that his daughters watch Huntsville. And I said, yeah, I really don't think that's a good idea unless you're having conversations. So I kind of broke down what the situations are on the show, because there's so many: lying, cheating, abortions, pregnancies outside of the marriage, you know, staying for the kids, settling. I mean, you know, you have to have so many conversations with your children. I was like, dude, good luck, because I don't, this is not one of those shows that they need to watch. And
no, my kids are not interested at all.
Yeah, and then I said, on the other hand, I know if they want to watch it, they're gonna find a way to watch it. But I think that people need to have conversations with their children about these types of shows.
How old is the child? How old is his daughter?
It's two of them. One of them is I think something like 13. And the other one is like 9.
Oh no. No, my kids in their 20s. No, and they don't watch this.
I don't remember the ages, and he gonna kill me because I know he gonna watch this. But yeah, but and the reason why I asked you what is DC really about was because Huntsville was supposed to be about people coming together to talk about buying and selling properties, and, you know, building homes and Black-owned businesses, and building, you know, wealth and, you know, stuff like that. Was it
though? I think you should go back and watch the first episode of the first season, because they started with the bullshit like very early. It was not.
But remember,
I mean, like right off the top, they went right into.
They did, but remember, when it came out that that wasn't the agreement?
I don't know, because I wasn't watching it. Like, I didn't ever see the promos or whatever. I think it was a friend of mine, somebody I know was just like, oh, you got to watch this show. And then I just started watching it. So I didn't know that it was supposed to be about real estate or, you know, general contracting and that kind of stuff. I didn't know it was about wealth building and all of that. It was just another reality show. And it had couples from Huntsville. I know a lot of people from Huntsville. I said, well, let me see what they're getting into. And I'm telling you, first episode, infidelity. Right off the top. So
well, and it was Keisha that brought it up, right?
No, I don't. Well, I think it was that they were talking about deal breakers or respectful cheating or something.
Keisha said that I don't see, you know, they ain't my marriage, you know. I don't see that he ain't never cheated on me. And Melody was like, did he?
No, I don't think that was the first episode. They were at dinner or something. And they were like, what is it? What would be a deal breaker?
Yeah. And that's, so from what I understand, there was a conversation that was had before they started recording amongst the group to leave out the whole Martell infidelity thing. Mm-hmm. And that's not what happened.
Right. So I'm saying, no, the point I was making is that the show didn't change over seasons. Yeah. It's not like it started out sweet and it has gotten to this point now. They started with the trash. They started with the trash from the beginning. You know, it's just like they used to at least sprinkle in some of the business stuff, but now they're not even doing that. We don't know anything about the 47 acres. We heard about Scott Manor. I don't know what Maurice is doing with his law degree. Kimmy and her catering or meal prep, whatever she does. And
she's a real estate agent too, by the way. I told you I saw her on the episode of House Hunters.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
She got multiple jobs.
Yeah. So all right, ma'am. And then we have that we keep saying we don't have nothing to talk about, and we sit here and talk about them for a half hour. So
that's only because we want them all off the show. Just get rid of all of the cast. Let's start over. We need to be we need to be part of the planning committee to see if these shows are gonna go over well.
Right. Well, I need to tell Carlos.
Focus groups.
Tell Carlos, holla at me. Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Let me see if I get in touch with Funky Dineva. Maybe he can get the word to Carlos.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since he went to the cigar lounge and met up with Miss Wanda.
Right.
Yeah.
So because the best part, I mean, not the best part, but the wildest stuff is happening on social media. I mean, it has taken over. The show is crazy enough, and it looks like the second part is going to be even crazier. Unless everything that we saw in the previews is everything that we're going to see, like they like to do. Hopefully, you know, we're going to actually see some stuff happening. Yeah. But, this show is a trip. So, all right.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but till next time, holla.
Holla.